Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Well, it's another weird day today, so we're going to have to be careful of where our own energy is going. Be very aware today because it's like up and down and all around, and who knows what's going to happen today. The sun makes three aspects, and they're all either tough and or awkward. The moon makes but one aspect, and it's a positive one. So it's a strange mix today. Here's the skinny on all of this. The sun today is at 1 moving to 2 degrees of practical and hyper-organized, sometimes a little neurotic, but generally service-oriented earth sign of Virgo, green for Virgo. The moon is also moving through the middle, moving toward the late degrees of Virgo, so we got a green shirt on for the moon in Virgo as well. So it's double green today. The first aspect that the sun makes is a hard squared 90-degree angle to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos, freedom from the known. That is during the predawn hours, from 1 degree of Virgo to Uranus at 1 degree of Gemini. Sun square Uranus has a nasty reputation for accidents, and sort of anything can happen in a negative way. It's like breakthrough or breakdown, with emphasis maybe on the breakdown. So easy does it, first thing in the morning. Then the sun, which is still at 1 degree of Virgo, makes an awkward inconjunct, the 150-degree angle that I call adapt, adjust, accommodate. This time it's to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, which is like fog city. Who knows what's going on is this sort of energy. That occurs more toward the dawn here in the United States, 3:58 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6:58 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 11:58 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so you get it midday in Europe and parts east. And that is a very confusing kind of aspect. So, try to be clear in your own mind today, at least. Now we come to the moon's positive aspect, which follows shortly thereafter. The moon at 16 degrees of Virgo makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile. It's a nice smooth angle to Jupiter, planet of good fortune and expansion, which is 16 degrees of the water sign of Cancer. That is very nice and sweet and optimistic and big picture kind of energy. That is lovely. So that's good news there. That occurs 5:14 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when it's exact, 8:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:14 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Of course, when I talk about these times, I'm talking about the exact aspect, but you count an hour before and an hour later after these times. And then the only aspect during the daytime is the sun, and yet another awkward inconjunct. This time it's to Pluto, the lord of power, and at 2 degrees of Aquarius. So the sun at 2 degrees of Virgo makes this awkward 150-degree angle to Pluto, which is about power issues, manipulation, and just be careful where your own energy is going today, because you don't want to get into awkward issues with people. It is very good for study and research and insights, but other than that, it's just one of these weird energies. You might step into something dark without even knowing about it. 1:06 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9:06 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So in conclusion, breathe, stay steady today, and know where your own energy is going. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, hey, no matter what.